Hello and welcome to another episode of E.TV. This is New York Giant Report, week number 3. And unfortunately, another week goes by, but for the Giants, it's the same old song. Unfortunately, the Giants lost to the Tennessee Titans 29-10, dropping them to 1-2 overall in the NFL. Now, the score wasn't really indicative on how the game really was, because the Giants accrued over 400 yards of total offense, and Eli Manning had a great day passing in terms of he had over 350 yards, really close to 400 yards. But you know what? It's the same thing going on in this game that's occurred in the first 2 games. Turnovers. On the initial first drive of the game, it's like I said in week 2's episode. What did the Giant receivers need to work on? The chopping of the ball. First drive, Hakeem Nicks on a nice little hitch pattern passes it off to the ensuing defensive lineman, interception number 1. Eli got another interception in the game in which he tried to be Favre-esque in terms of just flipping, a piece of bread into the end zone, which got picked off. So in essence, he ended the day with 2 interceptions and no touchdowns. Now, the Giants in this game had 3 turnovers overall and 9 for the season. Now, this has been a thorn in their butt, not for the first or second, but now it's going on into the 3rd game. And you don't want this to be a problem, because one thing that I realize in the NFL, the teams that are at the bottom of the league in turnovers are usually the teams that aren't in the postseason. And the teams that are at the top are usually the teams that are in the postseason. And the teams in the middle, those are the teams that are, you got, if the ball goes this way, if the ball goes that way, it could be the bounce of the ball that determines your season. But to me, the key to the entire game was this one play. Let me paint the picture for you. Tied up at halftime, 10-10, the Titans come out, get a couple first downs, but the Titans are forced to punt due to the stiff defense of the New York Giants. Now, it was a great punt because it landed on the 1-yard line, meaning that the Giants, basically what you want to do is get a field goal, don't turn the ball over, and hope to play another set of downs. Play number 1, run to the right, gets no yards. Play number 2, false start on Ahmad Bradshaw, so instead of being on the 1-yard line, now they're on the inch line. Play number 2, run to the right, gets that half-yard back. Play number 3, to me, the play of the game. They're in shotgun formation. Eli gets the ball off, and he hits Mario Manningham on a beautiful go route to midfield. Everybody's cheering, everybody's this and that. You get a flag, and what is the flag? An illegal chop block on Ahmad Bradshaw. Now, if you don't know what a chop block is, that means you can't block a defender while he's engaged with another offender while he's being blocked. Now, the offensive lineman of the Giants had his hand on the guy's face mask while Ahmad Bradshaw came in to block him. The defensive lineman is 6'5", and Ahmad Bradshaw is 5'10". So obviously it's going to look like a chop block, but initially it wasn't. Bad call by the ref changed the complexion of the game. Because it occurred in the end zone, the Titans ensued getting 2 points, and ensuing possession score a touchdown. So in the blink of an eye, it goes from being 10-10 to 19-10, and at that point the wheels just started falling off. Penalties, dumb penalties by the Giants all over the field. Guys want to start fights. You get, fumbles by Ahmad Bradshaw. All in all, this just wasn't a good showing by the New York Giants, and they need to get their act together quickly, because next week you have the red-hot, only undefeated team in the NFC, Chicago Bears, coming in to the New Meadowlands Stadium Sunday night under the bright stages of Football Night in America to play the Giants. Now, they need to fix the problems quickly, because Jay Cutler and that offense, they have no problem slicing and dicing this Giant defense. Now, speaking of the Giant defense, back to the game real quick. Chris Johnson, man, that guy is an amazing running back. If any of you people out there actually had an opportunity to watch this game, the Giants actually held this guy in check. I mean, he had 32 carries for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now you're saying, Edot, how did they hold him in check? This is Chris Johnson, the guy who has the patent on the 80-yard touchdown, who has the patent on a couple 30-yard runs. I mean, this guy probably had 4 yards here, -2 yards here, -5 yards here. I mean, his longest run of the day was 40 yards. I mean, hey, the guy is fast. He's going to get a breakout run. But the thing is, 32 carries, for 125 yards. They held up to 3.9 yards rushing. But the guy's an amazing back because you're so focused on what he's doing that everybody else on the offense, receivers and tight ends, they get wide open opportunities. Chris Johnson, I give it up to you, brother. Unfortunately, you get the game ball in this game. So like I said previously, Giants, big week 4. Season is on the line, folks. Coming in, playing the Chicago Bears. They got to quit with the turnovers, and they got to stop with the penalties and play Giant football. Hard, tough-nosed, disciplined defense, and offensively, run the ball, play action, and get the ball deep down the field. This has been the Giant Week 3 report. You're watching E.TV.